Check, check. Is this thing working? All right, looks like it's working. There was an update this morning to our software, so we'll see what happens.
The Seattle rain was officially...
The precipitation or the soccer team?
The soccer team. They announced today that an agreement has been reached with a group including Seattle Sounders and global investment firm Carlyle for the sale of Seattle Rain.
So it'll be merged with, they'll be under one management team?
I think so.
The men and women's team, that's cool.
That's cool.
I think Jen just triggered a hype train.
A hippie? I'm gonna call it a hippie. Hippie. H-Y. Hypey.
Yeah, hypey would make sense. Audrey, good morning. Dee Dee, love to see a telework day.
Nara, are you working today? I gotta go food shopping.
We're in hype train level 2. Sweet. We're gonna rip some shits this morning? Yes, Garthamer.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good morning. Welcome to the Carla Marie and Anthony Show. My name is Anthony.
I'm Carla Marie.
What's wrong?
You said something right before we went live.
Mm-hmm.
You said, are we going to rip some shits this morning?
Yeah.
As I was taking my last sip of AG1, which is green, by the way.
Yeah.
And I almost squirted it everywhere.
That would have been pretty unfortunate. Thank you, Lisa, for the 1,000 bits. That will probably move us through all the way to the end of Hype Train Level 3. Let's see how far. I think we're now in Hype Train Level 4, and that's basically all from Lisa and Jen this morning.
That's
so
crazy.
Thank you guys very much. If you are new to the show, anything you do to support this channel, specifically on Twitch, this doesn't have anything to do with streaming on YouTube, at least not at the moment. Or actually, no, it never will because they're different companies.
Yes.
But anything you do to support this show on Twitch specifically, so that means throwing us a follow if you have not done so yet, subscribing to this channel, subscribing with Twitch Prime, which gives you a free subscription because you pay for Amazon Prime already, and they're the same company, so there's a process for that. Or gifting bits. That also helps kind of push this along and move that hype train over to level 5. And when that happens,
We take a shot.
we rip some shits. Was that just a typo I did on Instagram at some
Twitter.
point, or Twitter, whatever it was?
You said who's ripping shits at the airport at this time.
Probably a lot of people. Let's see. Gifting subs also works. So, Audrey, the only reason that we are not asking people this month to gift subs is because we're also working with running some ads through Twitch for the first time. And we want to see what that's like for a month before we start collecting more, before we figure out how we want to move forward. Because we might keep it going, even though it doesn't make a lot of money, and maybe do 2 breaks a show, extend the show a little bit, kind of build it out a little more.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But we do have a long list of things to get through today. Carla Marie's tourney picks
Do I know what that is?
for the tournament.
Oh, pics.
Yeah.
Those are pictures that spell.
Oh,
I
yeah,
thought I
you're
was
right.
supposed to have pics to present,
Here,
and I was like,
let me adjust that. Picks with a K. Okay, there we go.
are we going to end with that? I feel like we should end with that, 'cause that's going to take a while.
We could, sure, whatever. We could go in reverse order if you'd like. Let me save that real quick so it ends up on this screen.
Oh my God, Cindy just used 1,000 bits. Thank you.
Thank you, Cindy. Appreciate that. Okay, so that is on the screen now, right? It should be correct. Yes. Buy the bride a drink. Carla Marie wanted to talk about that. And then we'll see if anyone figures out what CMLAFIB stands for. Excuse me. And would you buy it? There is a deal going on here in Seattle, actually. But there's a catch to it. I was just reading about it this morning, and I think we should decide as a group if this is a good thing to buy.
Were you reading it in the paper?
In the paper, kind
We
of.
should sign up. We don't get the Seattle Times.
Yeah.
I would like a newspaper thrown at my doorstep every morning.
Okay. So sign up. Also, if you see me fiddling with my ears a lot, I let Carla Marie borrow these earbuds. The problem is when I gave them to Carla Marie, you've got like a little tiny ear hole. So I had to switch the...
I thought you were about to say I had earwax.
No. I had to switch the little rubber parts, and I forgot about that. And I use larger plugs, not even the medium. So like these things are going to be slipping out and bothering me kind of the whole time. So, Carla Marie,
Yeah, what?
what would you like to start with?
I'll buy the bride a drink.
All right, let's go.
Okay. So, it shouldn't be new to anyone, but buy the bride a drink is now when women go to bachelorette parties, we've talked about this forever, that they go to bachelorette parties, they post on social media, here's the Venmo, buy the bride a drink, blah, blah, whatever. So we did this at my niece's, and that's not really what this is even about,
okay.
but huge shout out and thank you to everyone, including Anthony, who actually sent some money, even though he's been
Well, I was
adamant.
forced.
I was like, everyone in the family has sent money except you.
Carla Marie did something that I actually hate. And we haven't talked about this. So I am not one who gets into, listen, I'm very competitive, right? We all know that. But I don't let that competitiveness leak or bleed into kind of like family dynamics. Unless, listen, if I'm playing a game against my brothers, that's different. But I was, here in Seattle, mind my own damn business. And Carla Marie messaged me and said something about the buy the bride a drink thing. And I said, well, God bless, Godspeed, good luck to everybody. And then Carla Marie hit me with well, Sal gave her $50. And Sal is Carla Marie's brother-in-law.
Yeah. Oh.
What?
Everyone is right. For some reason, your audio is lagging. Like talk.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Watch your video.
Oh, that's weird. Let me deactivate. This camera's been giving me some issues. So what I'm going to do is I'll go to the camera real quick. We will deactivate it so you'll see me disappear. And we'll bring it back. Hello, hello, hello. That's weird.
What if you go to the other camera shot?
Yeah, we'll do that. Go back to here.
Okay.
Right?
Your mouth is moving the same.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are we good?
That's so weird. That camera's going in the toilet.
That camera's been giving us a lot of trouble.
Brand
I was
new.
actually talking to the company. It's called Obsbot is the name of the company. And
Osbot.
Osbot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were you talking to the right company?
Yes, no, I was. And then they sent me an email saying, hey, we're going to have a slow response time for a little bit because of Lunar New Year, because they're a Chinese-based company. And then I just forgot to hit them back, so I need to go back. We've had a lot of...
They didn't circle back after their New Year like we do here?
They did not. So,
okay. So anyway, I got you to send 25
Carla
beans.
Marie hit me with well, Sal gave $50. And I said, well, that is very charitable of him. And I was going to, out of spite, not send anything because of Carla Marie's comment. No, and I was not going to send the 51 because I wasn't even going to set that precedent of, for some reason, Sal and I needing to one-up each other based on money.
I should have asked
we've spent.
Elvis to send some.
You should have. He would have gotten way more than the $25 that I sent.
My brother, on behalf of like the company, so like 3 dudes, sent $300, which was nice.
Well, here's the thing. I thought about matching
Sal,
right, for $50. And then I was like, wait a second. This isn't buy all the bitches a drink. This is buy the bride a drink.
But it ends up really, I mean, the bride isn't drinking $300 worth of alcohol.
Really thought about spending $10.
You should have.
It's really I'm buying one drink.
5 is plenty.
But I sent 25 like a sucker.
Well,
so I was like, well, my girlfriend's there too. Maybe she needs a drink.
So thank you. I appreciate
She
you.
can't support herself. She needs to beg for money on the internet for the drinks.
And more is fun. Like, let's see. Like, the day we really did it was when we were all getting drunk on the boat and we were waiting.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, was it? It was also on the way and after. So we were sober and then drunk. Anyway, the real reason for this topic, before I was leaving, my friend Hannah had made a bunch of buy the bride a drink stickers, not knowing we already had bracelets made to go to the maid of honor's Venmo.
Okay.
She's like, if you want to use these, you can. They're attached to your Venmo. So I have a bunch of these. They don't say any names. They just say buy the bride a drink. And I really missed an
Do you want to just put them up around Seattle?
That's what I said. Is that messed up to do? I'm not donating it. I'm keeping it.
That is pretty funny.
But
you should do a feed my cats. I guarantee you that would make a lot of money.
no, because then I have to donate it.
No, you don't have to. You just feed your cats.
But like I would have to.
But you just feed your cats.
Very clearly, this is going to whatever you. But it just says buy the bride a drink. I missed an opportunity to put it out while everyone was St. Patty's Day drunk yesterday in the sun. People don't know what they're doing.
What if you just got yourself a veil? Or you know what? Your friend Madison is leaving Seattle. She's moving to Boston, right?
Yeah.
You should do a bar crawl with Madison. One of you just brings a veil or wears white. Don't even, or a sash or something. And just see how many drinks you can, because you're still celebrating. People are buying her drinks for a celebration. But you do.
That doesn't help me.
No, it won't help you.
So yeah, look at this.
Are you trying to?
No, I just wanted to see it. Like you just go, oh.
Let's see. People do that for fake 21st birthdays.
Yeah, but I can say, show me your ID.
Yeah, but no one does that because normally people are doing the buy the anyone a drink only really works with women, right?
I don't know. Like, I think you should
buy the bachelor a drink.
You should do it for your brother's bachelor party. I think so many people would send money. I think it'd be funny.
I think this community would,
no,
right? Because Justin's in the chat and they would all want to celebrate with him. That's different. I think a normal person who doesn't have a public forum and an amazing community would not be able to do that.
Not true, because when my niece was at some girl's bachelorette party that I didn't even know existed in this world, I was like, whose bachelorette party are you at?
Okay.
I sent $10.
But that's because it's through your niece.
Yeah, but she doesn't have a public forum.
But you're connected through your niece. Yes? I'm saying strangers wouldn't do it.
I think they would, especially.
I don't think strangers would do it for a guy.
If I saw a guy at his bachelor party and he was wearing a little sash that said "Buy me a drink," I would totally send him money.
You know what? Maybe I'll get a
Like,
sash.
you need to do it, like, make fun of it. I think.
The idea for my brother's bachelor party.
No.
What?
You need to get him a cape. It's a superhero
Well, no, I was gonna get him
party.
a sash, and he'll walk
He's
around
here, but-
Comic-Con with a sash and just walk around San Diego for the whole weekend. And I could put the little QR code on it.
But I think a superhero cape would be.
I could make that work. Although I think Justin
But-
has a whole idea of what he's going to dress up as for
So-
Comic-Con.
A sash, I guess, is better.
Yeah. So like, because let's say he wanted to be a stormtrooper or something, because that's
Yeah,
it's a
you
very
put a
common.
sash on.
Put a sash over that, it still works.
What color? Pink?
It had to be bedazzled, I think, or like that cheap glittery like pink, probably. Yeah.
Can work on that.
So are you going to put up your stickers?
Yeah, I think so.
Where are you going to put them?
Well, kangaroo and kiwi. Although those are drunk college kids, so they probably don't have much money, but they might be trust fund babes.
I don't think they're college kids. I think they're just kids that you think are younger than you.
No, because we went there and it was like a UW party that time. Remember, like way back, it was like a sorority costume party.
Maybe. Justin just said for Comic-Con, I'm not sure what I'm dressing up for or dressing up as anymore. Interesting.
The dilemma.
I already know that we have tickets to the Mosh Isley event. And if you're not familiar with Mosh Isley, it's put on by one of the guys, God bless you, one of the guys from the band Bayside. I think William Ryan Key from Yellow Card is also involved. And there's a couple other like pop punk emo scene guys who are also big nerds and love Star Wars. So it's basically a emo night and a Star Wars collaboration.
But it's a play on what word? What name?
No idea.
Something else, Isley. But Mosh is the emo part of it.
Yes. Someone in the chat, Justin will probably know why.
Well, 100% no. Don't even Google it. He's going to respond in 8 seconds.
Because I know nothing about
Moss Isley.
Yeah,
Moss.
I know nothing about Star Wars.
Wait, I was just telling.
I've seen the movies, but
there were 2 of us at this group of women this weekend that have never seen a single Star Wars or Star Trek.
I've seen 4 Star Wars. What?
Like the Moss Isley Cantina, which we went to in Disney.
Is that the same cantina?
And we had that worst drink that I've ever had, but it was supposed to be bad.
Yeah.
But it was the worst thing I've ever let touch my mouth in my life.
Was that the same cantina? Like the one in Disney? It's the same one?
How many cantinas can there be in this
There's all the different planets. Maybe they all have a cantina. So I've seen 4 of the Star Wars movies, the 3 originals and episode 1.
Oh, no, we went to Olga's Cantina.
Okay, so not the same one.
The bitter.
That's where we, what was that?
It's where Han shot first. Are we, is this spoilers?
I don't know what's going on.
I think that we need to watch Star Wars and stream our reactions to the movie, not the movie, because that's illegal, right?
Stream our reactions?
Like on here.
We could. Yeah, you could do like a side stream, a commentary, if you will. But my question would be...
So is that Darth Vader? Is in this one?
Is in Star Wars, yes.
Star Trek is the pointy ears people.
Yeah. I'm sure there's some pointy ears people in Star Wars as well. But Star Trek is the Starship Enterprise. Beam me up, Scotty. What else?
That's with Princess Leia.
No, she's Star Wars.
Wait. Oh, sorry. I thought that's what you said.
No, Star Trek is the Enterprise.
Oh, okay. Yes.
You know the ship?
Yeah, I've been on it.
It looks like the big... you have the pizza cutter of the ship.
I do.
Yeah.
Starship Enterprise.
Yes.
Yes.
That's from Star Trek.
Star Wars.
Yes.
Is Princess Leia, Han Solo,
Millennium Falcon.
Darth Vader.
Yes. Luke.
But do we know what he actually says to him? I am your father. I'm not your father.
My
I
question
might be your father.
to Star Wars fans, now that we have like all the different Star Wars movies, much like the Marvel universe, you can choose to watch it in the order that the movies came out, or you can choose to watch it in timeline order. So with Star Wars, because they came out with episode 4, 5, and 6, those were the original ones.
Why would they do that?
Because that's what was the most entertaining source
Wait,
material.
what do you mean? They were comics?
They were based on, I don't know what they're based on. Was it books?
Okay, I think though.
And then they came out with 1, 2, 3.
I think you have to watch them in the way that they came out, because then you don't fit into society the rest.
What do you mean?
Like, you have to watch it the same way everyone else did. I think when you do it the other way, you're making a decision that you can never go back on. And everyone else watched it one way, you should too.
So Erica P she's talking about the difference of watching it. She said she watched it in timeline order. So you can watch it chronological or timeline, which sounds like the same thing, but I understand the difference. What, Carla Marie?
Martha said, this conversation interests me zero. And also, I'll tell you what, if I do watch them, it won't be till the fall, because it's about to get warm out, and I'm not wasting hours of my day sitting inside watching Star Wars.
And your question about what was actually said, Luke, I am your father, or I am your father, apparently, according to my brother Justin, Darth Vader never says Luke in the I am your father
Yeah,
bit.
that was the whole thing.
It's just I am your
Mandela
father.
thing. He says, look, I am your father.
No, I don't think.
Look at me, you little jerk.
Let's see. Erica P said, I never saw any until Rogue One came out.
I would like to just understand. I would like to be able to go to Comic-Con and know what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
that's tough because there's so many other things.
But there's a lot of the Star kinds.
Yes.
Trek and Wars.
Yes, there are.
And I'm always like, what is this?
Let's see. It's Magnat Megan said, I've only seen episode 3, which is the first one that came out.
I kind of want, we should have did a bit.
What?
I should have wore a t-shirt at Comic-Con that said I've never seen Star Wars.
Go for it.
You should wear that to your brothers.
Where did you get that hoodie? Anthony, that's to me. The question is being asked. This is a Roosevelt's hoodie. It should still be on their website, I believe. It is there. I think it's the Aztec print or something.
We actually
Southwest
kind of
print.
matched today.
How do we? Oh yeah, look at that. The colors are actually very similar. Okay, moving on. So buy the bride a drink. I don't know why I have such trouble saying that. You say it.
Rich. Buy the bride a drink.
Oh, yeah.
Where am I going to put it? Where should I put them?
I think you have to find telephone poles or like electrical poles outside of bars, like the ones closest to a bar door.
I think in bars.
Or bar
because
bathrooms.
Bars here, like we allow stickers everywhere in this city.
Maybe stick bathrooms.
Okay.
Like if you think
I'm
about
going
it,
to put
if
it
you
right
sat
in the
down,
Amazon lobby.
you have to sit down in every public bathroom you can.
Nah, I want guys to do.
You close the door, and you put it on the back of the door, so that when girls are sitting on the toilet in the bathroom drunk, they're looking at it. I don't think a guy...
At your urinals.
I don't think they would. I think you'd have a better shot getting drunk girls in bars to scan that QR code. Plus, then a guy's going to have to scan it like it's looking like he's going to take a picture of his wiener.
Well, I'm not going to put it in the urinal.
Yeah, put it on top of it. That's why.
On the wall.
Still.
I'm going to say, look here, Venmo.
Let's see. Drown You Out said, my friends do a nugget eating contest and have stickers with a QR code to the YouTube page and stick them all around local bars or anytime they travel. That's actually pretty great.
I mean, we've talked about doing that because our Morning Show podcast stickers have the QR code on the back, which is really for us to hand out when we're, like, it's almost like a business card.
Yeah.
But for when we're not around, it's obviously not great. So we need to get a QR code for the front.
I always have a problem. Like, I want to put the Morning Show podcast stickers on everything I see. But then I just feel like one day I'm going to be the one that gets in trouble for it.
What are you going to go to jail?
I don't know. Me? Yes.
Okay, and then what? They're going to leave you in there?
Maybe.
They don't leave arsonists in jail.
Yeah, but stickers are different. Stickers are different. We got to move on, though. From Buy the Bride a Drink. Bam, I said it properly. To
Would you buy it?
CMLAFIB.
Claire got it. She said it earlier.
What did she say?
She said Carla Marie, LA Fitness in Ballard.
There we go.
It's really my diary.
Carla Marie.
Latest entries.
In her never-ending quest to steal everything I do and make it her own, has
What
decided.
else did I steal? Name one thing.
Max, the cat. I'll trade you. You can start coming to LA Fitness in Ballard.
Okay, you can't stop that. So
No, I can because your account is under my account. So, bam, you're out. And you stole my friends. Your friend poached Steve and a bunch of other friends.
no, just Steve.
All of them.
No.
Do you think the Seton Hall crew would let you even talk to them knowing where you're from if it wasn't for me? Absolutely not.
Yes.
No. It's like West Side Story. We'd be like, you're out of here, you jet. Or whatever. What's the other
Jets
one?
and the Sharks.
Yeah, because we're the Sharks. We're absolutely the Sharks.
Okay.
Who was more, were they both Latino gangs? Or was there like a race thing? Because I've never seen West Side Story either.
I don't know. I've seen West Side Story when my niece was in the play.
Yeah.
So when we were in Puerto Rico,
Just a bunch of Italians?
she kept saying to her friends who were on the play, does this remind you of West Side Story? And it did. Because there would be like the dancing and they would do all the same dancing.
I'm sure in some way that's racist. I'm
No,
sure.
it was all the same like music. And when we were in the one bar, La Factoria, they were all like cool dancing, like in West Side Story.
So can anyone in the chat let me know?
Where does West Side Story take place? Certainly not in Puerto Rico, is it?
It's in New York.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I need someone in the chat to let me know who's seen West Side Story, like the actual play and or movie. Because I have no idea like what I don't really know anything about West Side Story except for the snapping.
Oh, it's the Puerto Ricans versus the Jets, basically.
But who are the Jets?
The white people.
Are they?
Erica said it.
Oh, Jets are white and let's see. So it was a race thing?
Oh, it's inspired? Do you know what it's inspired by?
Romeo and Juliet?
Damn it. Yes.
I feel like every story that places either two rival factions or races and there's a love interest between them, they're all modeled after Romeo and Juliet.
The musical explores the rivalry between the Jets and the Sharks, two teenage street gangs of different ethnic backgrounds.
Okay, so what do we got?
The Sharks, who are recent migrants from Puerto Rico, and the Jets, who are white. See? And the police try to keep order.
It's also, when was that supposed to come out? Like, what's the setting? Like the 19 what?
The first one was made in 1957.
Okay, so that is what, at least 60 years after Puerto Rico became a U.S. When did
I should know
the U.S. Okay. Yeah, so you're looking at about 50, 60 years of Puerto Rico being part of America, whether they wanted to or not. And this labels them as migrants. We would never be like migrants from Texas to New York.
Right.
Or Arizona to New York.
That was a big thing.
Isn't that a weird way to phrase that?
It was a big thing on this trip to keep reminding people that Puerto Rico is America.
You were reminding the Puerto Ricans?
No.
Oh. I thought that's what you were doing. Hey, you, if you forgot. Okay, I'm glad you weren't reminding the Puerto. Who are you reminding?
The group I was with.
Okay.
Was there a big celebration in 1998 for being 100 years? I
have no idea.
Also,
if anyone was around and aware of, I was around in 1998, but I wasn't like aware of that. Was there a big celebration?
How come we remember the millennium, but we don't remember that? Like the turn.
The year 2000?
Yeah.
Well, because that's something that everyone can kind of celebrate. I don't know if everyone's celebrating the fact that Puerto Rico was basically handed over to America by Spain.
Why is the play in Little Giants called The Annexation of Puerto Rico?
I don't know, but that's what we annexed Puerto Rico.
Okay.
So
well,
like,
I don't know what the play is though.
The play was kind of like a hook and ladder type play from what I remember. Right? Because they kind of run the annexation of Puerto Rico and Varsity Blues with Billy Bob.
Do you think any NFL teams have that name on any of their plays?
I'm sure at least college teams do. And I feel like the Kansas City Chiefs are a team that would allow their players to like come up with a play and they would just call it the annexation of Puerto Rico.
Oh, they do have that fun one.
The merry-go-round one?
No.
A stupid-ass play.
Okay.
Let's see. Okay.
Back to the actual topic before you labeled me a jet.
Well, you would be a jet, right?
I'm white.
Because I feel like
No, I would be.
were they Italian? Were the Jets Italian or just like generic white, like American
I
white?
would be in the Italian one.
Whatever that means.
Just says white.
Okay.
How boring.
What?
White people.
Well, it's also not really descriptive enough
Who?
when you
White?
just say white.
Could
'Cause,
be
like,
anybody.
Irish people are considered white.
Yeah.
English.
They're probably. I don't know. We both have never seen this. They probably just have a Brooklyn accent.
That's probably. And Fred the Mailman brings up a good point. The reason it's not celebrated the way like the millennium was, or I'm sorry, the reason that that's not what I'm talking about. The reason the play is called what it is because the annexation of Puerto Rico was like a tricky situation. So this is a trick play,
Right.
I guess. That would make sense.
Wait, it's on. We can watch a version on Disney Plus.
A version of what?
West Side Story. Maybe
All I
have
know
seen
is
this.
someone I believe says once you're a jet for life. That's all I know. Here's what we have to do because I've snoozed the ad break twice already.
Oh, so we're not even going to talk about my Lily Fitness and Ballard.
We're going to do that when we get back. We got a couple minutes. We're going to play 2 games of now. If you're a subscriber to the channel, you won't get served an ad right away. You will see a game that we're all going to play through the chat on screen. If you are not a subscriber, you will most likely get ads, but we will be back in a couple of minutes.
Hello? We're going to play along. Can you hear us? Wait, I don't know that.
Got one.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, we're coming through. We're good.
No one said yes.
Well, everyone's playing, Carla Marie.
Oh my God. Oh, what is it? Is it an L? Oh, we're done. We win. But that was the fastest one ever. I did nothing.
All right. Let's get back to the show, shall we? There we go. I have to turn. See, I need to figure out a way to turn this thing off automatically. There we go.
Okay.
All right, Carla Marie.
LA Fitness in Ballard. So,
CMLAFIB.
I've been starting to have my own LA Fitness in Ballard stories now after going there and just observing people or interacting with people. Yeah. 2, 1, remember the personal trainer that I disliked for the longest time? The mean guy?
Yeah.
We're friends now.
Okay, good. Good for you.
Because he complimented me.
Of course. I mean, that's how you make friends.
So, I didn't tell you this. This happened like 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
Remember I had you watch me do deadlifts?
Yes.
He actually complimented me twice. So I had you watch me do deadlifts because I felt like I was doing something weird and it was like a different kind that I think I had to do. And you were like, yeah, you were pretty good. You could adjust this, whatever. And you walked away. And I had turned around and he was on the machine behind me working with someone. He looked at me and he goes, you're actually doing great. They look awesome. And I was like,
so he was correcting me.
Yeah, basically, which I loved even more. Then another day I was pulling the weight off of the bars, which they need to lube up because they don't slide off nicely. Mm-hmm. And I just shoved it and it went flying and I caught it. And he was like, nice catch. I was like,
nice.
I think he's Italian or Romanian. I don't know.
He's European. I don't know what he is, though.
But he's like the guy that would train Rocky. Like, that's how he is. He's like,
he's an older man.
You don't mess with him.
Yeah.
But I was for a long time, so he was pissing me off. But now we're friends.
My problem with a lot of the trainers, especially at that gym, because I don't think they do it in other gyms, is they don't put things back. And I understand they need to, keep it moving, and they have only a certain amount of time when they're clients, but, you also need to put your stuff back.
It's poor
That's
gym
kind
etiquette.
of, yeah. Oh, man. I have to interrupt your Ballard, whatever, LA Fitness and Ballard story. Yesterday, I saw possibly the most unhinged behavior that I've seen in a gym locker room.
Okay.
And this has nothing to do with wieners or anything, because those are things you're normally going to see in every locker room. I walk in, and I just have to wash my hands because, I got something on them from one of the bars. So I walk in the middle of my workout to wash my hands, and I see a guy in a towel, and he's taking out, his whole shaving kit. Okay? Clean up your face, do whatever you got to do. He takes out a buzzer. Okay, well, maybe he's got to, do a little.
No.
He starts cutting his hair.
I guess, honestly, though.
But straight, just taking the buzzer, and he had, it was very tight on the sides and long on the top. Mm-hmm. So I guess he does it himself.
How old was he?
Got to be at 30, 40, something like that.
But I think it's better to do it at the gym than at home where you're going to have hair everywhere.
But there's hair everywhere in the gym. That's the crazy part. And it's not like he had a towel under him. There was just hair falling everywhere. And I didn't go, I can't imagine that he went back and cleaned it up. But that's just crazy, rude behavior in a public place.
Yes. Well, I agree with Jen. She said I thought that was going to be way different with the location of hair.
Yeah, thankfully it was not. That would be real weird.
Why? What's the difference at that point?
The difference is the location of the hair.
Oh, while we're on this topic, I'll go back to the gym. I have to tell a story about my brother-in-law and how I almost got him and my sister divorced. Okay. And it has to do with buzzing hair.
Okay.
So he buzzes his head on his own.
He kept doing this. I thought he buzzes his butthole.
And it might also be his butthole, other parts of his body. I don't know. But he stands on a towel or whatever, over a towel. I guess no one in this situation, he didn't put it in the wash or didn't shake it out. My sister just thought it was a clean towel and folded it and put it back in the cabinet.
How did she think it was a clean towel?
I don't know. I don't know what happened.
Okay.
But it went from someone thought it was a clean towel, they folded it up, put it in the cabinet. I then am babysitting and I give the baby a bath.
Okay.
And I go to, she's a 1-year-old, and I
Yeah.
go to wrap her with a towel, and I'm like, what the is everywhere? And she's tiny black hairs. This baby looks like a gorilla. It's covered, and I'm like, I took a picture of it because I needed to throw him under the bus. And then she's now screaming. I'm like, well, you're covered in your dad's possible ball hair, so I need to wash you. So now
But it was head hair.
I think.
Allegedly.
I don't know.
Okay.
I think we decided it was head hair because I don't remember being grossed out. And I had to rewash her, and then I waited because I knew they both were out drunk, and I did not need to start a fight then. And the next day I was like, so, this was your baby. And it was hilarious to witness.
So what was your other LA Fitness thing?
These old men at the gym kill me. So there's this one guy. I've never seen him before.
Okay.
Chatty Cathy, apparently. I don't know he's there. I'm stretching. And he's using the reverse ab thing. It's like he's just, doing abs crunches.
Like the bench?
Like laying down by
Yeah.
himself. And I don't know that he's there. He's doing other things. And he pops up, and I see him look towards me. He's right next to me, but he's talking to what I think is someone behind me. And he goes, welcome to the beach. And I look at him, and I'm
The
like,
beach?
just looks at me and says, welcome to the beach. I don't know that he's talking to me. And I'm like, and then I realize that he is. And he goes, is the water warm?
I don't understand.
First of all, I was wearing all clothes. It's not like I was in like a sports
But
bra.
I don't understand.
And
Were you
I'm
by
like,
the pool?
no, I was by the grass thing. And I go, I hope so. And I'm like, I'm never not wearing headphones in this place ever again. And then I was like, is this man having a stroke? Because he's got white hair, so he's old enough. So I'm like, do I need to help
A
him?
lot of people, as we've learned, a lot of people are old enough to have strokes.
But I'm saying, yes, also
Yes.
that. So now I don't know. But he's like so friendly. He's not creepy. And every time
It's a weird thing to say.
on the treadmill next to him the next day, and I'm like, here we go. But he's just the happy little man smiling. I'm going to show you him next time.
Did you talk to you on the treadmill?
No,
So just on the beach?
just on the beach.
What are you going to do?
I was like, did I do something to allude that I think this is a beach?
So
What do I do?
now, if you're not familiar, LA Fitness in Ballard is in Seattle, because Ballard is a neighborhood here in Seattle. If you know New York, New Jersey, Jersey City, that area, it's very similar to like Hoboken in Jersey City, I would say. If you took Hoboken and Jersey City and put them in New York, that's what Ballard would be. The reason I bring that up is because the last thing on the list, would you buy it,
Are you
is
buying?
based here in Seattle, where, listen, wherever you are, I'm sure that you have complained about home prices, right? People in Florida always love to go, oh my God, things are so expensive here, until you point out like the rest of the country to them. People in New York
Relative.
think things are expensive. People in New Jersey. But you come to Seattle and you start realizing the tiny little huts that people are buying for like $3 million.
It's crazy.
Okay. Now, the reason I bring that up is because there is an opportunity, Carla Marie. I think we just need one or two more people to jump in here with us, to buy 10 acres of land. 10 acres
Where?
in Seattle. But the catch, and it's $1.5 million for 10 acres. So think about what you could do with that
Yeah.
land here. $1.5 million,
Okay.
10 acres in one of the most, if not the most expensive city in America.
Okay.
Okay. The catch is that it's a cemetery.
I'm not excavating.
Well, no, I'm sure there's a company that can excavate it for you.
Absolutely not. Nothing to do
Really?
with that karma. I'm not taking dead people out.
I would be in 100%.
Where is there a cemetery, even in this city?
So apparently, there's been an issue with the cemetery in North Seattle, and whatever bank or lender they were using, they like defaulted. So now the bank is chopping up parcels of land and selling them. And I guess they've already sold 3 parcels of land, and they have one
Also,
remaining.
What is the business model? I never thought about
For a
this.
cemetery?
Yeah.
What do you mean? What's the business?
You buy the land, then you
Yeah.
sell the plots, but then what?
So you only have that plot for 99 years in most cemeteries, and you just turn it over. So someone's digging up those 99-year-old graves, and I guess just toss them in the garbage.
What do they do with them?
Incinerate whatever's left, toss the casket.
No, there's got to be a proper.
That's
This
probably
is
it.
why I will be composted. Anyway,
So
Okay, but what kind of cemetery is it?
What do you mean? What kind?
Like what kind of
It's
people?
where they put dead people.
What kind of religion?
Oh, I don't know. A lot of cemeteries are multiple. If they're big enough, there's usually multiple religions there. Like where my church in New Jersey has a plot of land, you'll also see Jewish graves. You'll see Muslim graves. You'll see, because basically church groups or whoever, religious organizations will buy plots within or save plots within the larger cemetery.
Here's
so
the
that
problem.
you have one section for your people, which helps actually, because if you are part of a community like that and you want a place where you can get all your family in one resting area.
10-acre slice of Seattle is for 1.5
1.5, right?
Catch. It's a cemetery. Okay.
So what are we thinking? Why not?
Because.
Think about the cat sanctuary you could build on 10 acres.
Yeah, and all the cats to be sucked into the ground by the souls.
I don't know if that's how that works.
Do you know?
What if you, oh my God, what if you made a black cat sanctuary? It would be the greatest Halloween place you could go.
Do you know all of the bad things that happen to you for the rest of your life?
I don't think anything would.
If you were dead.
Yeah.
And you were in a cemetery, your body with some things that your family buried you with.
Yeah.
And then your soul knew about it.
Uh-huh.
And then some idiot came and bought the cemetery. And you hated cats and turned into a cat sanctuary. You would haunt them.
What about this, Carla Marie?
I'm trying to see. Oh, wow. It's actually not too far from us.
Yeah. Hear me out. How about this idea? If you want to keep the spirits like happy with you so they don't haunt you or whatever.
I can't wait to see who buys this.
What if you take just a little pen and paper, you write down all the names of the people that were buried on that plot that you're buying on that 10 acres. And you could do a little like memorial type thing, right? A fountain, I don't know, something. And you reach out to all the family members and say like, hey, we're going to build a bunch of like houses here or something. If you're interested, you can get 10% off because we had to kick your great uncle's body out of the land.
Question though. Can we go to this cemetery?
Sure. Yeah.
I want to look around and see how, like, what if someone was buried last year?
They got to go. Progress, baby. Hit the road. You're dead. I also think, and people might get really offended when I say this. I think we spend too much time and energy on where we place dead bodies.
I agree with you 100%. 100%.
Like I understand if you want to visit the grave, that's great, but I don't know. It just seems like a lot of wasted time and energy and money.
Mm-hmm. And land. Because
it's a lot of land.
We're running out of land for the people that are alive.
Yeah, exactly.
Some property management company is going to come scoop that up and put a multi-apartment complex. I'm
sure. And 3 of the plots have been sold already for that purpose. But I guess it hasn't been zoned to be decommissioned yet or rezoned as anything other than a cemetery.
Yeah.
Right, because anytime you're building, there's zoning laws for every area. And I guess they haven't done that yet. So the reason the price has dropped is because the developers don't want to sit on that land and not be able to build on it right away. That's where someone like us, Carla Marie, comes in. Maybe we get a couple other people. We all split a couple $100,000.
Do you
Not that I have that kind of money right now, but down the road.
You can get a loan.
I could.
Do you know for sure that they're going to dig up the bodies?
Yes. At some point. Whenever it's decommissioned. Yeah, whenever it's decommissioned, it has to be.
I don't know.
They just don't know when they're decommissioning it. That's the problem.
So I could just own a cemetery for a while?
Yeah. And then you could turn it into like a haunted.
All right, here's a quote.
What if for Halloween, because we don't have any good like haunted hayrides and stuff in the city of Seattle, we can create an attraction with the dead bodies.
So the listed real estate agent, we got to get this guy on the show.
Okay.
He said, there's a quote from him. Developers and builders are uncertain as to what buyers will pay for a new home, as too many people have seen Poltergeist.
What's it? Is his name on there?
Michael Peters.
Let's try to get him on for tomorrow.
Yeah, but he's going to be like, are you going to make fun of this?
No. I really have questions. And we have a large national audience.
It says for a cemetery operator, there are opportunities for revenue growth according to the listing by adding buildings, including a mausoleum. So it may not be zoned for apartments.
That's what we need to ask.
I am not getting in the dead
Michael
business.
Peters. What's his name?
Michael Peters.
Oh, it is Michael Peters.
Which actually sounds like, and I'm not being mean to him, sounds like the name of what a real estate agent would be in a movie trying to sell a cemetery. The cemetery itself is older than the neighborhood that shares its name and predates Seattle's Northwood Thrust at the turn of the 20th century.
Which means if people were buried then,
Yeah, but there's people that were.
we can boot them after 99 years. Remember, if the grave is 99 years older, they're out.
In 1902, residents of Ballard, then an independent city before its much maligned annexation by Seattle.
The annexation of
one day.
the annexation of Ballard.
That happened in
Not the same type of controversy, but
1907. Okay, wait. They petitioned their municipal government for a cemetery capable of housing the growing city's dead, according to HistoryLink.org.
so this is in Ballard. Or what area are we talking about?
Crown Hill.
It's a great area. 10 acres in Crown Hill. Are you kidding me?
Ballardites were being interred at the half century. Hold on. There's definitely no, I'm out.
What?
Many infant deaths and overrepresentation of burials in 1918, the year of the Spanish flu,
Yeah.
give pause to any romantic notions of return. Is it simpler? I don't know.
I'm saying we buy it. Like we can put some money together, get a loan.
Yeah, Scotty can help us.
All right, Scotty.
I just enlisted him. I know that's not what he was trying to say, but I knew he would know.
I kind of brought this up as a joke, and more I'm realizing I think I need to do this.
Amy will probably do it with you.
I'm gonna call my parents, get them to invest with me, because like
Mom.
1.5 is not like chump change, right? Like that's not. I'm not built to just have 1.5 to drop. But if that price didn't go up, and I'm probably doing myself a disservice here, I think I can get some people in with me.
So if we dig up the grave,
Yes.
do we get to keep what's in the grave minus the bones? Like, what if
I
someone
think
buried
and
with
the bones.
the blue heart from Titanic?
Blue diamond.
Yeah, because we might be able to get our money back. Can you keep it?
I don't think
It's gotta go
people
to-
were buried with that much gold, and the price of gold has gone up enough to cover $1.5 million. But I'll say this, theoretically, if everyone there was buried with at least a gold chain of some sort or a gold ring, can make a couple $20,000.
This case remains pending in King County Superior Court.
Yeah, the case on what to do with the land, but the land is for sale.
But so if I buy it, then who's deciding what I can do with my land?
I'm saying even if we can't build on it right away, we can house some cats. We can create a.
Interested buyers are required to have a license to operate a cemetery.
All right. How do I get a license? Let's see.
Due to federal and state laws, the remains at the Crown Hill Cemetery won't be exhumed when the new owner takes over. Which
So just
means,
build on top of it.
Have you seen Poltergeist?
How do I get
Carol Ann?
Carol
Ann, have you
license
To operate a cemetery.
to operate
Carol Ann,
a cemetery?
you have not seen Poltergeist. Look into the
No.
light.
All right, file a
Watch it.
business. Okay, all I got to do is file a business license application.
Felipe said, so you have downstairs neighbors.
Yeah, whatever.
We're going to the cemetery today.
Who
I'm not.
regulates cemeteries in Washington State? The Funeral and Cemetery Board licenses funeral directors, embalmers, and cemetery operators within the state.
Maybe my dad can help.
Oh, yeah. Your dad's worked. He's like an embalmer.
No, he's not. He carries coffins.
Okay. Let's see. Member requirements. Can you read that from where you are?
Where?
3 members of the... Oh, this is for the board. Okay, so we got to reach out to these people. I got the names of all the
No.
licensed funeral directors.
Because I'll just start laughing when they ask me a single question. Chris said, this all sounds like a really good way to get haunted.
Yeah, whatever.
You don't believe in ghosts? You are the one in the movie they're coming for.
It's not that I don't believe in ghosts. I'm not scared of them.
Because you've seen Casper.
No, because one time I did have a visitor.
Jeff?
No, not, although it could have been Jeff. Not the Jeff that's DJ Synth in the chat or any of the other Jeffs that we've mentioned because we've worked with a lot of Jeffs. So if people don't know this, I think we've talked about it before. The person who lived in my apartment, the first apartment that I moved into here in Seattle, died in the apartment, which I did not know until I was living there.
But we were finding that things were moving around your apartment.
But there were 2 times in my life where I had like sleep paralysis. You know, when you're awake, but you're like kind of stuck there. And both times there was a guy with a top hat in the corner of the room.
You did tell me this.
So I'm not really scared because he was just kind of hanging out. So I'm not scared of ghosts.
I'm nauseous.
Why?
Legit nauseous right now.
From the cemetery or
Yeah.
from
All of it.
possible Jeff? Because it also, I don't know if it was Jeff, though, which is the name of the person, I think. Do we know if his name was actually Jeff? Oh, yeah, because I got his mail. Because it happened in my Jersey City apartment as well, I don't know
No, the sleep paralysis. Wait, when did you have the top hat guy?
both times.
Jersey City and whatever?
Mhm.
So then you are haunted by someone like an ancestor. None of your ancestors
I'm pretty
were
sure
wearing
none
top
of
hats.
exactly. I don't think any of my ancestors. Maybe a tarbouche, maybe, which is the little,
None of mine
which
were
is
probably wearing either.
a fez. What you would like? What Aladdin or no, what Abu wore? An
Yeah.
Aladdin. We would call those a tarbouche. Although I think that just translates to hat in general.
That's funny.
Yeah. So he'd have like a little mustache that went up like this and a little tarbouche, a little tassel on top.
So Abraham Lincoln put you in sleep paralysis and
Yeah.
hung out in a corner twice.
Basically.
Okay. We should go to the cemetery
Okay.
with a,
Ghostbuster.
not a medium. What do you need?
Don't they have those tools
Medium.
to like read?
Oh, the ghost show.
Yeah.
We'll go. There's got to be the ghost hunters downtown at that store.
Ghost hunting
Where's downtown?
tool.
No.
Ooh,
I'm not
ghost-
doing it myself. I'm not doing it myself.
EMF meters. That's what we need. Energy sensors for ghost
Wait.
hunting.
When was it that I was telling my?
They're only $70.
When was I talking about EMF? Was that here?
I don't
I
know.
was talking about all the Bluetooth, and everyone was like, "You mean the ghost stuff?" And I was like, "EMF is
All right. This thing is $70.
no. We're going. Remember the ghost hunters downtown?
Oh, there's a special edition though.
That's literally just a battery operated toy. They're effing with us. Ectoplasm limited edition. What does that find?
Oh, there's EVP recorders.
Anthony,
Yes.
get off of this website. We're gonna go talk to the ghost people downtown, and we're gonna take them to the cemetery, and they're gonna tell us if there's mean ghosts.
Ghost hunting equipment. You can get all this stuff on Amazon.
I'm not even actually entertaining this because I'm not even walking through that cemetery with ever in my mind saying that I might buy it because they will kill me when we're there.
You know what we should do? I got
And
it.
then a ghost will follow you home
I
and
got
you'll
it.
never get rid of them.
What we do is we buy this 10-acre plot of land that's a cemetery here in Seattle, not far from where we're sitting right now. And even if we can't dig up the graves and get rid of the people or build on top of them right away, okay?
No, never. Okay.
What we do is we create some sort of camping experience where you can come and stay the night. And I guarantee you people would do it. Maybe we do like glamping with the dead. Put a couple of yurts out there. Let people glamp with the dead. See if they, I don't know, do ghost hunting things. What do you think?
Anthony.
I'm telling you, it's a good deal. Who passes up 10 acres for $1.5 million other than all the people that have passed it up already? Yeah, see, but everyone's saying no, eek, like that's great press for us. We need people to like say, "Oh, I would never go there. It's too scary. I don't want to be haunted," because then all the crazies
Then
will come
Mr.
out.
Beast would come
Yeah, exactly.
and we can bury him in
Oh my
someone's
God.
grave.
What if I invite all the YouTubers? Which was the Paul brother that went and hung out with the dead bodies in the
Oh.
Japanese forest?
I think that was Logan.
Logan, yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know the difference.
We'll tell Logan to come out, do his thing. He can have a wrestling match
hold
there.
on. The Crown Hill Cemetery Google Maps listing. Maybe I could rate it. Get some points up.
Run Like a Husky said, "This is the worst Tones Weekly business idea ever."
Yeah, you know what? This doesn't count in our.
This is probably the best.
There's a lot of people posting photos at night in here because they think they see ghosts. So,
That's great for us.
ooh,
That is great
there's
for
a
us.
famous person been buried there.
Who?
Wait,
How famous?
is this the right Crown Hill? The 23rd president of the United States? There's got to be a different Crown Hill. Hold on.
Who's the 23rd president?
Benjamin Harrison.
Where is
No, there's a different Crown Hill Cemetery.
Where is
That's-
Benjamin Harrison buried? Nope, Crown Hill Funeral Home and Cemetery in Indianapolis.
Well, if they
he
have
is
it-
buried in the Annapolis.
Crown Hill.
I'm telling you, we're losing money as we speak
Their
because
lo-
we're
their logo-
not invested.
Their logo looks like Haunted Mansion from Disney.
Yeah, that's a great logo. Oh my God, we can sell so much merch. We could have emotes. Ghost emotes on our channel. Oh my God, what if we did a live stream from the cemetery?
I have chills. We're haunted now because of this conversation.
No, we're not.
Yes.
But we have an opportunity to be haunted. And we're passing on it right now. Because you won't jump at this amazing opportunity, Carla Marie.
It's a privately owned, non-denominational cemetery located north end of Seattle, Washington. Crown Hill Cemetery was founded in 1903 and has been proudly serving the community ever since.
All right. We can continue proudly serving the community. We would crush during Halloween season. We could sell some PSLs.
All of a sudden you're a Halloween believer now?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Big time.
This guy loves Halloween now.
Big time Halloween. I love Halloween the way Macy's loves Christmas.
Okay.
If you can make me money, then I love it.
This is what Zillow says.
Oh, it's on Zillow?
The Crown Hill Cemetery, nearly an entire city block, has been ordered by the courts to sell. This nearly 10-acre parcel has room to increase revenue by adding mausoleum and or columbarium buildings or structures on the vacant lots in the southwest corner of the cemetery, or by adding them into underutilized roads throughout the cemetery grounds. This could be an opportunity for a cemetery company or a funeral home business looking to expand.
Let's do it.
Should I talk to my dad's guy to see if he could maybe do it?
Yeah. All I know is it's silly to pass on 10 acres of land in a city. Especially in the Pacific Northwest. We've got water. We have pretty mild temperatures. Everyone's going to be moving here in like 50 years.
I was like, what do you mean we have water?
We got everything. You think those people in Phoenix are going to be living in Phoenix in 50 years?
And when we have an earthquake and all those bodies come shaking out of the ground, we got to deal with that.
Oh, that's even better. Because then we can be like, sorry, guys, you're out of here.
I don't think
Time to build.
I don't think you're allowed to turn a cemetery into a Halloween attraction if it's not decommissioned.
Well, let's see what Google says. Let's see. Real cemetery.
Although, yeah, mausoleum, if you properly put some sound stuff on the inside, we could record a podcast.
Halloween. The Maltby Cemetery in Bothell, Washington.
No, that's just
real haunted places.
Again, the Googling. That's not.
What?
Can I turn my cemetery into a Halloween attraction?
That's no.
Is it? Can you stop it?
What?
Googling kills me.
All right, what do you want me to Google?
Is it legal?
Is it legal
to turn a cemetery into a Halloween attraction?
Into a Halloween attraction. Okay. Legally, you cannot sleep one night in a cemetery. Okay, but we don't need people to sleep there, maybe. Okay, your Google phrase didn't work either.
Yours is.
Okay. You know, listen, it's 9:06 already. I don't think we're going to have time to get to
my tournament picks?
Tournament picks. I think we're going to have to do that tomorrow when we talk to this. Let's give me, what's his name? Michael Peters?
Yeah, Google Michael Peters.
I'm going to try to get him on the show. I'm absolutely going to try to get him on the show. Who would be more interesting to talk to tomorrow?
But you have to tell him your business idea.
Yeah.
Because I don't want this man to think that we're some pranky
I,
radio show that gets him on and then we're like, ghost.
No. I'm going to have legitimate questions for him. Because I just feel like you can't pass this up. 10 acres in Seattle in like a very, Crown Hill is expensive. It's a desirable place.
Why? I do it. Run Like a Husky's asking, why are they selling it again? What happened?
I think the cemetery defaulted on their loans or something. Something like that.
So it's not a booming business.
Not my loan. Not my problem.
No, it wouldn't be your loan and your problem.
That one's not my loan, so it's not yet my problem. I'm doing it. You're going to see me dressed in all black tomorrow. I am ready to be in the funeral business.
Maybe Top Hat Man was just showing you your future, and you're going to be dressed
I'm going to be a cross between the Crypt Keeper and the Monopoly Man. That's going to be my aesthetic from now on.
Keep the beard, or
I think I'd have to get rid of the beard.
Would a Top Hat?
I'd have to go with a curly mustache. Absolutely. Yeah. I'm just wearing black suits. Once I buy this land, you're not even going to know me anymore. I'm going all in.
Yeah, because you're gonna be what is it called?
Possessed?
Possessed.
Yeah.
It's not even gonna be you.
Whatever.
I hope
At least
you get
someone will want
possessed
me.
by some
you know?
rich mogul.
Me too. All right. It is time to get out of here. I'm really hoping we get Michael Peters. Right? Michael Peters? Peter Michaels. I keep forgetting. What's his name?
When we have him on, instead of putting his name on the bottom of the screen, can we just put a tombstone with his name?
Yes. All right. Thank you very much for hanging out with us. Hopefully that camera works a little better tomorrow than it did today.
So weird.
It probably won't, because I feel like it's just progressively gotten worse ever since we purchased it. Peace out.